Oh, I hate talking about this story. You finna arrest me or am I free to go? That's my question.
Trapping like the narco. Got dope like Pablo. Cut dope like Pablo. Chop trees with the Draco. On the north got Diego. Say hasta luego. We'll be in rapping kilo. Snub nose with potato.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another YouTube video. It's your girl Kay Nicole, and today we're doing a sit down video. All right, let's jump right into it. So starting from the way beginning, I was actually at work that night. Got off at like 9:30, and my Sneakylink wanted to hang out. It was the weekend, so you know what that means. I had made the idea of going to Clearwater Beach, which was like 40 to 45 miles away. The reason why I chose somewhere so far was, one, I wanted to go somewhere I haven't been in a while. I wanted to go to the beach at night. Like, that was cool. Like, I've heard people doing it recently. I was like, let me just go one night, and boom, I have somebody to go with. I ended up convincing him to kind of go with me when I was gonna drive. So when I did get home, I changed really fast. He met me there, and then by the time we left, it was like 10:30. We took my car, mind you, I'm gonna call it medicine. So if you know, medicine. Okay? I had something prior from the night before, so I took it with me, whatever. This is where you have to listen to this part. It drops in the car. The little medicine drops in the car. Now we're looking for it. It's stinking up the car, as you know. Driving, it's a good drive. My dog with me, because why not? I take him everywhere with me anyway. So put him on some good music. Let me tell you, we finally did get there. We parked up. We walked to the beach with the dog. There was other people there too. So we weren't tripping. We found a spot, we laid down. We were there for like an hour, and then we were chilling. The dog was chilling on the beach. We were chilling. It was a great vibe. We were talking, whatever. The cops were riding around in the parking lot, because I feel like you really can't be at the beach at night, but like maybe they're not enforcing it. I don't know. They were riding around the parking lot, and one of them did the whoop sound. You know the sound. It's like, oh no, it's time to go. Like, I done got off work. That's when it started hitting me, like, why am I here? Either way, we're having a good time. Not saying like I wanted to dip immediately. I was just like, okay, time to go. This is the time that I found out that I cannot drive while medicated. We're leaving. He's yelling at me in the passenger seat like, I'm thirsty. We see a 7-Eleven. He's like, go there. And me, not thinking right, I go up the wrong street. We're going straight, 7-Eleven's over here, but obviously these cars are going down. So I go up this way, over some railroad tracks, around the corner. Like, I don't even know where I was. I'm not from Clearwater. I don't know. As soon as I did make that turn, though, that's when the cops were behind me. They were behind me as soon as I left. And that's when I was like, it's over. I did not even remember that we dropped the little medicine in the car earlier, and I'm thinking, okay, they just gonna tell me that I made the wrong turn, get a ticket, move on with my life so I can go home. Nah, bro. That's not what happened, bro. That's not what happened. So pull into the 7-Eleven, the cops get behind me, whatever. He hops out. Mind you, it's not just one car, y'all. Why he pulled up behind us, and I guess he had his buddies pull up two in front of us. There was 3 cop cars for what type thing. He walks up to my car, can I have your license or registration or whatever. I don't even know what he said, truly. He goes and checks it, and then he comes back and he's like, can I have you step out the car? I smell that, or I'm gonna have you step out the car. I think that's what he said. When I did step out the car, because I'm not gonna argue with you, like, I'm not trying to be on the news, y'all. I step out the car. And he's like, you know, I smell that in your car, right? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about. And he's like, is it yours or is it his? I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Amnesia. I got amnesia. So, long story short, because I'm going back and forth with him a little bit, because I'm like, am I being detained because you questioning me? Like, should I call my lawyer? Like, I don't watch a couple shows, you feel me? Like, I'm not gonna just let you interrogate me and let me incriminate myself by answering your questions. Hell no. You finna arrest me or am I free to go? That's my question. He wanted me to do a field sobriety test because he thought, you know, I was under the influence while driving. And I did not do it. I felt like he was gonna be biased already. What would it look like if all these cops pulled up, you tell me to hop out the car, and then you tell me I passed the field sobriety and I can go? That's not gonna happen like that, y'all. I said no. I'm not gonna do a little dance out here so you can tell me, no, you ain't passed, and then arrest me. Like, if you gonna arrest me, hurry up. Let's get it done because I got 8 hours to sit in that jail and time is a ticking. He did say it was like a voluntary test, which is stupid. Listen to this. It's a voluntary test, but if you say no, I have to arrest you. Moving on. I got arrested right then and there, whatever. As soon as I said no, basically, I was arrested. I don't know why I put my hands behind my back. I got flashbacks. Mind you, he's still in the car. He has some in his bag. He has like a good amount of medicine in his bag. His bag is with him in the front seat. Whatever. My dog is in the back seat. I'm getting arrested. I literally have no time to tell him nothing. He doesn't tell me nothing. They put me in the cop car in the back. What's going through my mind? I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Call my mother. What about my car? What about my dog? He is never gonna talk to me again. What the heck? It was a lot of crap going through my head. I was basically in shock, and I knew I needed to keep my mouth shut because the Fifth Amendment will save your life, sweetheart. Don't say shit. Even in a little situation like that, I'm not gonna incriminate myself. I'm just reliving it, and it sucks. I'm so glad to not have to deal with none of it nowadays, but just thinking back and telling the story is just PTSD. Got put in the car, so they told him to hop out the car, and I don't know if they searched my car. I hate talking about this story. Did you have any authority to search my car? Did you even search my car? Like, I felt like I was so helpless. Like, even record the situation. I should have had a dash cam. Like, I'm sitting there like, they tell him to get out the car. They put him in front of the cop car, so I see him, right? He's leaning against the cop. He's on the phone, right? He's probably on the phone with, like, people telling them to come get him or whatever. The cop periodically comes to my, like, car window. He opens it, and he's like, do you know him? Or like, I don't know. I don't even know the questions that he asked me, which really suck. But one question, he was like, what about your dog? Like, does he have, like, you have a key to the house? Like, whatever. Like, is the house open? Whatever, to put, like, for him to take the dog and then for him to put the dog in the house. Said, nah, please, like, give him the key. Like, you know, later on, this is what he had told me. Because I'm just sitting in the car. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, outside of the car. So they had told me, like, yeah, or he had told me, like, yeah, they told me to call my peoples, whatever. His peoples live an hour away. Mind you, we're already 40 minutes from my house. 40 minutes from my house, and then he lives an hour away from that. So his parents had to drive, and it was 2 o'clock in the morning, y'all. Mind you, I had just got off of work at 9 p.m. So by the time we had made it to the beach and everything like this started happening, it was like 2 in the morning. Eventually, the cop does, like, get in the car and we start driving off. This is something I will forever remember. Like, he has my dog and him, and not my car keys because the impound had to get my car. They wouldn't let him drive because they thought he was under the influence as well. They had to impound my car, and I'm driving away in the van, and out of this window, you know, I'm locked up. I see him and my dog, and he's staring at me through the window. Not staring at me, but he, like, look, he's trying to see me. You know, cops' cars are tinted, so he's trying to see me through and I'm like, it's like a longing look. We're just looking. I'm like, damn, and then I leave. Literally my dog, like, I'm thinking he has my child and it's like, he told me that he had sat there for like another 30 minutes or something before his family came and got him with the dog. Mind you, his family doesn't really mess with dogs like that, especially his mother. So even them letting my dog in their car was a blessing, because it could have went south. Like, they could have put my dog in a shelter type thing. Like, especially if this Sneakylink was a horrible person, Imagine if he was like, what the fuck? I don't know her. I'm not even from here. Da da da. Yo, low key, I thought that's how shit was gonna go down. And you know, at that point, I was kind of taking it like a lesson. I mean, I should have learned my lesson prior to the damn handcuffs, but I was like, dang, yeah, this is the point in time where it's gonna turn left. Like, I need to make a change in my life. Like, we get to like this. I'm gonna sit back because I'm trying to be comfortable telling y'all this story. We get to this, I don't know, it's a building. It's not the police station, it's a building. It's like an intake, like a close by intake situation. Go in there and I'm not saying nothing, you know, I'm not saying nothing. I'm quiet as a mouse. Make me like pee in a cup. They talk to me. We do like paperwork. I low-key kind of forgot like what was going on in there. The sink in the bathroom after I peed in the cup to wash my hands wasn't working. Mind you, they watch you pee in a cup. No, it was a female there, so whatever. They probably had me pee in a cup so they could take that for evidence. Just so y'all know how they be getting you. Anyway, I wash my hands and the sink's not working, whatever, and then the cop's like, why don't you just take her to a real sink or a real bathroom? And that just made me laugh because it's like, damn, you really in jail. These ain't no regular sinks, regular toilets, like you really about to be in jail. After that, we were sitting there for like 20 minutes or something, and I was a little crying. Yeah, of course, girl, it's my first time getting arrested. I'm sure you gonna cry first time. A van pulled up. They said, you know, your van's here or whatever. A van, no windows, and when you get inside the van, it's like a girl's side and a boy's side with like a metal wall in between. So when you get into the van, there's no seating facing the driver's seat. The seating is facing each other. So when you get into the van, you are going to sit facing this way, facing that metal wall, and then the boys on the other side are facing the metal wall. And it's not the most spacious spot while your hands are like behind your back and everything, and it's hella uncomfortable because it's all metal. What happened was I got into the van and then the van drove around. Obviously no windows, so I'm just sitting there kidnapped with my hands behind my back. Pick up somebody else, and it's a boy because he goes on the other side. Arrive at the jail, I guess there was a lot of people, I don't know, because there's no windows in the car, but it took a while for them to actually pull us out of the van and into the jail. But as soon as you do walk into the jail, they fingerprint you, they get your license, your COVID, and then they start taking out my braids, y'all. The braids I had in were so cute, and we had to take them out. We had to take out my belly ring. Everything had to come out, y'all. You can't have nothing. Earrings, I guess, could have stayed in. I don't even know. Changed into an orange jumpsuit, and the intake center low-key looks like the shows, the TV shows. And they put you into separate holding cells, holding rooms. You know, the big ones where everybody's just like there together. Mind you, it was like 3-4 o'clock in the morning at this point. I had just got off of work. I was tired as heck, and it only hit me when they put me in the holding cell, and I was in there by myself, no other people, and I was like, I don't know how long I'm gonna be in here. So I laid down. I didn't even know I fell asleep until they opened the door and yelled my name, and I got up, but I got up wobbly, like I damn near fell because I was startled. So I'm like, oh my god, what? They take me into where they do the pictures, the mug shot. So we did the mug shot, and then they go over your paperwork just a little bit. Mine was simple. It wasn't no crazy charge. So at that point, he just said, yeah, you just gotta sit here for 8 hours, and then you'll be able to go. Okay, so that's what I did, y'all. There was chairs, and then there was a TV with I don't know what on there, and there was other people there, and I was sitting in the back. But they did give you like a sandwich and stuff or whatever. I didn't touch that. Hell no. I ain't eating that. I don't even like sandwiches. Like, I'm not even gonna waste my time to open this. People were getting called into the medical so they could see like weight, height, medical issues, whatever. I guess maybe it could have been the only people that were like allergic to stuff or like staying here for a while or more than 8 hours or whatever. But I never got called into the medical place. the whole 8 hours that I was sitting there. And let me tell you, I was counting down the time till that 10 a.m. 10 a.m. ish is the time that I got out of there. And I went in at like 4 in the morning or something like that. But when I did finally get out, I was so happy. For 8 hours, y'all, nothing happened. Nothing happened. The shift guard changed and all. And I was sitting there in the same spot just watching shit go down. A part that I kind of skipped over was the phone call. Because you do get a phone call. So when I did start sitting there for my 8 hours, I did make my phone call. And I think I called my Sneakylink first. Mostly because he had contact to some of my family members. So yeah, I just called him. Like, kind of in a panic. I was like, so what's the plan? Like, what do I do? They let me look up and write down 3 numbers that were in my phone, and then they took my phone from me. After I called him, and he kind of explained to me like who he's called, I called my mom, and I talked to my sister. My sister answered. My mom didn't answer until 10 a.m. the next day, but my sister answered, and she was just freaking out. She was like, why they took you and not him, blah, blah, blah. They were like getting a plan together as to like how it's gonna be taken out, is there a bail, whatever this case may be. There was no bail, by the way. After that, 10 a.m. comes around, and I do make another phone call before I leave the jail to my mother, so that way I know who's like picking me up when I do get out of here. So at that point, I called her and she told me, yeah, she was gonna come, and that's crazy. And obviously, mom and daughter talk. When they did come, I had to walk all the way out of the jail with the same clothes I had on yesterday, change, back into them, everything, paperwork in my hand, I see them, they pull up, they're happy to see me. Now we're chatting about what happened, everything that happened, how did I feel, how did they feel, who did they call, when did they get the call, everything. That ends the pretty much arrest story. That begins the process of like the classes afterward, the court afterward, the court fees afterward, and that is just a crazy. That was my story time on the time I got arrested with my Sneakylink, and it didn't really have much to do with my Sneakylink. It was more of me. So it's just a funny thing to look back on and laugh about. When I'm older and now, my sister was really adamant on him going to jail, not me, because he should have took the fall for it. He's the man. And really appreciate you for listening to my story time, and don't forget to like the video if you found it helpful. If you've been arrested before, comment down below your story. Don't forget to subscribe. New video coming soon. Thank you again for watching. It's your girl, Nicole. Have a great day.